Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I'm here for Vlogmas Day 3. Video I'm going to be doing my December 2024 TBR. This is all the books I plan on reading in December. So a lot of this is going to be basically catch up for the rest of the year. I am behind on my Goodreads roll, which is not surprising to me. So a lot of these books I've actually already started and have made good progress in, and I just want to finish. So that is going to be the goal for this month. A couple of these you would have heard me talk about in more recent videos, so I won't go too deep into my thoughts on them, again, because I've mentioned them in prior videos before. But without me rambling on any further, let's jump right in and get started with today's video. The first two books I'm going to mention in this TBR are books I have talked about quite a bit in past videos, and these both were mentioned in yesterday's video, which was my monthly wrap-up for October and November. So I'll link that up on the cards if you guys are interested in watching that. So I'm going to talk very briefly about my thoughts on these. Also, I have one that has a full-on reading vlog on my thoughts on it, so I'll link that on the screen as well, but let's dive into those. The first book that I have talked about, again, in greater length in yesterday's video, and I think I talked about it in a reading vlog as well, is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I started reading this, again, I think it was either May or June. It was right after my trip to Amsterdam, and I fell right into the world. I really enjoyed it, and I kind of fell off for a little bit just because I was focusing a lot on House of Leaves in my reading along for that I've been doing the past couple of months. So I have kind of put this on the back burner, but I have not lost steam with it. Whenever I do pick it up, I am still really enjoying it, so that's a good sign. This is an adult fantasy novel that is basically following a school. We're following our main character who is attending a school where they are dragon riders. So they are chosen by a particular dragon to be a writer in basically combat, and we're following our main character who becomes one. She comes from a long line of dragon riders, and this is her adventure story basically. And there is also a hate to love romance in here, and it's all sorts of fun. It's been compared to both Throne of Glass and A Courtesans and Roses with the dragon riders, and I personally think it leans more towards Throne of Glass than ACOTAR, but there is that competition style element in this book. But I do see why it gets compared to ACOTAR, because again, there's a hate to love romance in it, and overall I'm really enjoying it. I have about 90 pages left to go, so this will definitely be a quick finish this month. The second book that I have talked about, again, in greater length, especially in yesterday's video, but also many videos before, is obviously House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. It is a book I, again, as I mentioned earlier, am doing a read along for. It started in October and it's going through the end of the year. I will link my announcement video up in the cards for you guys if you're interested in hearing more. It's never too late to join in. So this is a book I, again, have been reading since October, and I am reading it kind of in a non-traditional style, only because it's making my life a lot easier reading through this dense text, and I am loving this, guys. I really am. I think both this and Fourth Wing will be in my top 5-10 favorites of the year. This is currently my second read through of House of Leaves. So I am 400 pages in, and I'm almost to where I left off on my first read through, and I still have one more read through to go, and I cannot wait to finish this all up. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to hear everybody's thoughts. This novel, I think it's best knowing nothing going in, but if you want a very vague synopsis, we are following 3 storylines basically. It's a collection of documents put together by a man named Zampano, who is correcting this story by a man named Navidson about this house that is bigger on the inside than it is the outside, and there's passages that lead to nowhere and all that. And then we're also following another set of footnotes by a guy named Johnny, who is commentating on Zampano's story, and the footnotes that follow Zampano's story. And it is supposed to be confusing, and I think it's best going in vague. Again, I really love this. I can't wait to share my full thoughts with spoilers when the live check comes in January, but again, if you guys would like to join in on the read along, it's never too late. I'll leave all the information down in the description box below. On my TBR, we have Finley Donovan is Killing It by Elle Kasamoto. This is a cozy mystery, I guess you could say, and I started this last summer after I heard Books and Lala talk about it in one of her reading vlogs, and she really loves this series, so I figured I'd give it a shot, and I, again, got sucked in quite easily with this. Once I started, I really couldn't put it down, and it's been a year since I picked it up, but that is for a variety of different reasons. It's not the book's fault, it's really just a me issue. So this is a cozy mystery novel. We are following our main character, Finley Donovan, who is an aspiring writer. She's not doing too well with it, however, and she is in a coffee shop at the beginning of this novel talking to her agent on the phone, and she is talking about killing off one of her characters. This is all in the synopsis, so this is not a spoiler. And somebody in the coffee shop overhears her and offers to hire her for a murder for hire plot, and that's all you need to know. It's very entertaining. I'm about 70 pages into this so far. Very quick read, very easy read, and I'm really loving it. Last book on this TBR is one I have again mentioned in a multitude of different videos before because it's my favorite book of all time, but this is my yearly reread of it. That is Grey by Pete Wentz. So again, this is my favorite book of all time. I reread it every year whenever I can, and I love this book with all my heart. It means so much to me. I could make 10 videos on it. I did make a video a couple of years ago about why I love this book so much. I'll link in the cards as well if you guys are interested. But I love doing a reread of this because it does mean so much to me. This book, I think it's best to not go in knowing a ton about it, but if you guys would like a very vague synopsis, it is an adult contemporary, basically following the behind the scenes life of a rock star and what it's like to be away from family and friends when you're, big and famous as a rock star and musician. And I would definitely check trigger warnings going into this, knowing that there is talk of drug abuse and alcoholism and unhealthy relationships. Just fair warning, but this book means so much to me. Pete Wentz is a rock star himself, so this is kind of autobiographical. He is the assistant lyricist for the band Fall Out Boy. And I read this right before I started booktube. I read it in 2015. And I have not shut up about it since, and I will continue to talk about it for the rest of my life. So I'm hoping to finish my reread of this year. That is going to be it for this video, guys. I have kind of ambitious plans for this month with a couple of chunky books on this TBR, but I'm hoping it goes well, and hopefully I get a crap ton of reading done. But if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already for future Vlogmas content just like this, as well as future content after Vlogmas, and let me know in the comments down below what you guys are planning on reading this month, as I would love to know. And as always, all my social media links are linked down below if you guys would like to follow me on any of those. And with all of that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 4. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!